Have you ever wondered why so many massive, billion-dollar projects just fail? I mean, we're talking about brand new cities, missions to space, projects with seemingly endless resources. And yet so many of them go completely off the rails, blowing their budgets and missing deadlines by years. You know, the surprising reason often isn't a lack of money or skill. It's something much more basic, a failure to communicate. But what if there was a way to stop that breakdown before it even starts? Well, today, we're going to unpack a really powerful framework from the experts at ACE International that does exactly that. It's called Schedule Levels of Detail, and you can think of it as a master map that keeps everyone, from the CEO in the boardroom to the crew on the building site, looking at the same reality. Okay, so here's the core of the problem. A CEO needs the big picture. Will this project be profitable, and will it finish on time? A project manager, on the other hand, is juggling thousands of tiny, interconnected tasks. And then you have the foreman on the ground who just needs to know what the crew is building tomorrow morning. They all need the project plan, but they can't all be looking at the same document. That would be total chaos. And that is exactly where schedule levels of detail come in. Now, this isn't about making a bunch of different conflicting plans, not at all. It's a formal system for creating different views of one single master schedule. The goal is actually pretty simple, but incredibly powerful. Give the right people the right amount of information right when they need it. You know, the best way to really wrap your head around this is to stop thinking of a project schedule as some static 500-page binder sitting on a shelf. Instead, I want you to picture it as a dynamic digital map, just like the one on your phone. So here's how this map actually works. At the highest level, the world view, you see the whole project is just one single bar from start to finish. It's perfect for the boardroom. Then you zoom in a bit, and you get the country view, which breaks the project into its major phases, like engineering and then construction. Zoom in again to the city view, and now you're seeing key milestones. And finally, you zoom all the way down to the street view, and there it is, the daily to-do list for the crew. It's all the same project, just seen from different altitudes. Now, as you can probably guess, the industry doesn't just run on a cool analogy. Of course not. Experts have developed actual, formal systems for defining these zoom levels. AACE International points out that there are really 3 common methods that you'll see out in the wild. First up, you've got the numeric method. This is the traditional level 0 to level 5 system you hear about a lot in construction. Then there's the EPC method, which is popular with those huge engineering and construction firms, and it focuses on 3 main levels. And last, you have the descriptive method, which I kind of love because it just uses plain English names like summary schedule. It makes the purpose of each view totally clear from the get-go. So to really see how this all connects in the real world, let's zoom in on that first one, the numeric method. It's one of the most common systems out there, and it's just a fantastic example of how you can link every single person on a project back to that one master plan. Okay, so way up at the top, you have level 1. This is your 30,000-foot view. It's usually just a simple chart showing the big picture, the major phases, the key milestones, and that all-important final completion date. This is the one you show to clients and senior executives. It gives them exactly what they need to make those big go or no-go decisions without burying them in details they don't need. All right, now let's zoom down a couple of levels to level 3. This is the project manager's command center. And this is where a really crucial tool appears, the critical path method, or CPM. That's the chain of tasks that absolutely has to finish on time, or the whole project gets delayed. So a level 3 schedule is the sweet spot. It's detailed enough to manage everything with that critical path, but it's not so overwhelming that you just get lost in the weeds. And finally, we land all the way down at level 5. This is where the work actually happens. This is the daily huddle. A lot of the time, it's not even a fancy chart. It's just a straightforward task list. It tells the foreman and the crew exactly what needs to get done today. This is what drives the real hands-on work that gets the whole thing built. So you've got all these different views for different people. Level 1 for the executive, level 3 for the project manager, level 5 for the foreman. It seems like they're all working off of different plans, right? But for this entire system to actually work, and to avoid the very chaos it's supposed to prevent, there is one single, absolutely non-negotiable golden rule. These are not separate schedules. As AAC International puts it, all these different levels have to be derived from a single master schedule. The high-level views are just a roll-up, a summary of the details, and the detailed views are just a roll-down from that summary. It's all one interconnected system. And that's the whole magic of it, really. It's one project, one master plan, just with many different views. So when a daily task at level 5 gets checked off as complete, that information automatically rolls up into the project manager's level 3 view, and that in turn updates the executive's level 1 summary. See? Everything is connected. It's a single source of truth. So the next time you're planning something, and it doesn't have to be a skyscraper, it could just be a team project at work, ask yourself this. Are you handing everyone the same crazy complicated map and just hoping for the best? Or are you giving each person the exact view they need to do their job and do it well?